Yeah.
And more than one.
Decade since I was 11.
Sophomore.
Yeah. No, a decade I would have been 12. I would have been in middle school.
No. You would have been
Oh, wait, I'm 25.
15.
Jesus,
You idiot.
dude, I'm so old.
Yeah, you idiot.
Yeah,
A decade ago, we were sophomores in high school. If any...
Jesus,
I'm burpy.
Dude.
I'm sorry. It's ASMR.
Take a Pepto-Bismol. I think that's supposed to help.
Doesn't that make more bubbles?
Pepto-Dismo. Oh, so this is like the pants Death Note?
Exactly. Death Note is what came to mind. Like, I have this ability. I need to use it for good.
Yeah.
You'll have to figure it out, Steve, because we are live.
So we don't have any of that audio. I guess we do have it on the phone. That's fine. The fans will never need to hear it.
It was secret time anyway.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want them to hear about the treatment that you're going through.
Yeah, if you want these secret cuts, you got to go on our Patreon.
A couple of fellas. COUPLA.
Yeah, we have no tiers set up and we have no content yet, but one day we will. And if you have faith in us and you really want to see it, subscribe to our Patreon.
Mm-hmm. You could just Venmo us directly right now.
That's true. We take cash too. If
$5 each month. We'll Snapchat you the bloopers.
Yeah, exactly. You really want to see this stuff, guys. This is us at our most vulnerable, so...
It's only going to be put back into the production of the show. Better equipment, better sound setups.
Isn't that what you want for
Paying
us?
for the flights of our guests.
Don't you want to see this podcast grow in real time?
Then give us money.
Literally show this to everyone, including your grandmother.
I am once again asking you for your financial support.
Yeah. But anyway.
How you been, bud?
Since the last episode, which
it's been
was
like 45 minutes.
Minutes ago, yeah.
Anything different?
Yeah, I beat
news?
Mario World 5. That was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Super Mario 3D World?
Yeah, dude.
Great game. Very fun. Video games are maybe too much a staple of our podcast. It might alienate listeners that we want to attract.
You think so?
I think that our current fan subset is 85% video game fan, but if we want to grow...
I will say I have a skewed view because a lot of the podcasts I listen to like involve video games, or at least like
very few of mine bring them up.
It's a common theme.
We'll have to go through and share podcasts.
Yeah.
I just have a couple of fellows subscribed 18 times.
Really? On 18 separate accounts? Or Oh, wow.
I'm doing the work. We got to grow.
Are you using these accounts for anything else?
Yeah, to subscribe to our Patreon.
If we just need more patrons. If we're just paying ourselves, all we're doing is really paying the Patreon fee, dude. And if we can like be our
float that fee, we can grow to the #1 podcast
if we
just
can
by
be
subbing ourselves.
Exactly. If we like both go like 50 subscriptions to ourselves, just paying the Patreon fee, like service fee in between.
It'll be like, wow, this thing's blowing up, and then it'll get featured, and then everyone will see it, and everyone will follow.
We just got to do it for like 6 months, dude. Just 6 months, 100 patrons to ourselves.
Okay, what's the fee? Give me a ballpark.
That's a great question.
Is this going to be a $100 stun or a $1,000 stun?
I think it's 10%.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 months, 50 people. Okay, 300 times 5, 1,500, 10%, $150.
Throw the math up on the thing.
Oh, this is mine to edit, you piece of shit.
No, we'll see.
No, now I'm gonna.
Okay.
Because I'm extra.
When I said that, I just meant like just a bunch of like random equations and stuff, not like...
That one chick with the cross eyes and the equations floating behind her. The GIF.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect, I can do that.
Or you could actually screen record a video of yourself doing the math on Microsoft Paint and put that up. Yeah, no, you don't have to do that. No, just the equation.
I need to learn this skill.
No, that's so much effort.
This is why I never have free time. I need to do all the things.
Oh my goodness.
I need to learn how to do them, and I need to do them better.
You don't have to do that though.
But our fan.
I feel like here's the thing. There are
separate. Will want to see it.
There are separate skills. There's the screen recording skill. There's the like including a video in the back of a green screen skill. And at this point, you can kind of do both. Like I feel like this is not a skill that you need. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
So you're not off. Okay. God bless you.
We could save the breath because I'm not going to save the time.
Okay. Oh my goodness, really stepping the game up. I love it, dude. I love it.
We've been too stagnant for too long. If we want to recruit followers, if we want to grow our presence, if we want the world to know our names, then I need to learn Microsoft Paint.
All right, well, tell yourself what to write.
I did all the math out loud already.
Oh, we came to a solution?
It's $150, yeah.
$150 per...
No, that's what we would end up paying across the 6 months for the 10% Patreon fee.
Okay.
At a $5 tier per sub.
That's not the worst price.
I'll do it just because that's funny.
I'll pay $150.
I mean, 75, right?
oh, it's 150 together. Okay, yeah. $75 for 6 months if it's a 10% fee.
That might be fun. Just curious. Maybe it hits some algorithms, right?
Really fucking with it, huh?
Can we pay off TikTok and go? We can move into the house with all these 18-year-old influencers.
Yeah.
Do you know what any of those are?
What?
I don't know anything about any of them. These houses of influence or houses of TikTokers, I think specifically.
Right, like Hype House.
Yep, perfect. You're ahead of me.
Okay.
I couldn't name any, but I know that there's at least one that people have talked about, and I think they had their power shut off by the governor of California at one point.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Partying during COVID.
Yep.
What's the deal with these? Are they like MTV shows, but TikTok houses? What's going on? I don't get it. What is Hype House? What do you know of this?
It's just these very popular TikTokers all live in a house together, and they're all collabing together all the time because they're all living together and just raking in fucking cash.
Oh my God. How much money is coming into that house?
Dude, I think a lot of these guys are like making millions a year. Like, I don't know like a real ballpark, but like that's something I've heard like thrown around. And they're like the most popular person on TikTok is this girl, Charlie D'Amelio.
Is that what the new Dunkin'? That Dunkin' has a drink named Charlie with an I?
Yes, it's named after a 16-year-old girl.
Dunkin' deal?
I don't know if she's still 16. I think she was like big when she was 16. I don't know.
Jesus.
Yeah.
This whole wave has missed. Oh, this is what getting old is.
No, this one's not worth it. This is something I don't think I would have been into when I was a kid, because there was like YouTube drama kind of stuff too.
Yeah, I never followed that.
Yeah, sometimes I like found it interesting. I guess there's some YouTube beef stuff that I love, but
is this like PewDiePie era? That's half of the names I know from that era.
Okay,
so it's like that or Markiplier, right?
Yeah, no, Markiplier was pretty drama free. He's pretty clean.
Cool.
He's gone, I think, everyone. Dude,
he's an engineer.
One of my favorites.
Smart dude.
One of my favorites. This is very niche, so I'll brush past it. But there's one channel, Game Grumps. I've been watching them more or less every single day since like sophomore year of high school.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and one of their guys kind of got me too'd recently, and I was like, oh, I fucking love this dude, but. I don't know, without going too much into it, it's looking like it's a whole lot of nothing and he's fine, which I was like, all right, thank God. Woo. Because I have a very parasocial relationship with him at this point. You know what I mean? Like, you listen to someone for 10 to 30 minutes, like more or less every single day. And for 7 years. And like
many hundreds, maybe low thousands of hours.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, you feel like you know them. It's the weirdest thing. Do you have anyone who you have that kind of with? You know what well, real quick, you know what it is for me? A lot of times, you know how I sleep I have a podcast playing when I go to sleep,
yes.
Right? A lot of times I'll just keep playing, and when I'm in that like semi between asleep and waking up phase, like that weirdly not lucid phase,
you wake up to them?
I'm hearing them, and I'm like also like kind of dreaming, hallucinating that like I'm in a room with them. And
that's wild.
It screws with your head.
You're punking your brain. I'm interested. It's like lucid podcasting.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You like insert yourself in there.
That's pretty
the strangest thing.
I haven't had that happen, but there are a couple that I would say I know pretty well now. Like honestly, on and off over the years that I've listened to Rogan, probably low thousands of hours. Right. I listen on double speed, so if we count the hours of recording time, then definitely that low thousands.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that I could give you his opinion on any given topic.
Yeah.
Pretty accurately now.
Right.
I could tell you what books he's been reading lately, recent trips he's taken.
So strange, dude.
You're right. Yeah, it's really weird. But what's, I guess, weirder is when it is more niche.
Yeah.
Like, for example, there was a time when I was listening to Mormon and the Meth-Head. Awesome podcast, great comedians, check them out. But when I was listening to that, I started only, I don't know, 3 months after they began the podcast. So I caught up and then was keeping up.
Right.
And on Patreon, and had seen them live.
Right.
And occasionally was messaging them on Instagram, but was getting hundreds of hours of like their lives and their intimate stories.
Oh, and
past.
when you say intimate, I mean
that podcast is deep.
Yeah,
deep,
dude.
As deep as anything I've ever listened to.
It's some pretty crazy like self-exploration stuff. I remember that.
Really, yeah, really. It's a fascinating listen. I highly recommend checking it out.
Yeah.
But so those two I would say as well. And maybe not many past that, but I would say Andrew Schultz is getting up there. I've now cleaned out most of his YouTube stuff, all of the clips that he was doing this past year, his Netflix special. And since I found his podcast, that and the Patreon of it consistently.
Yeah.
That's actually the only podcast that I listen to the day it drops. Like I know is Tuesday and Friday for Patreon, and I listen to them like the first thing I listen to when available.
Right.
It's so good. Andrew Schultz is, he might be top up and comer in comedy. I think up and came, I guess, at this point. Like he's on Netflix. He's got millions of subs. He's doing it.
That's kind of how I am with Jake and Amir. Although I'm not on their Patreon anymore. But still, like first kind of podcast I listen to. And also, I mean, I've been watching them for so goddamn long.
You got that loyalty.
Yeah.
You have YouTube people and podcast people who were YouTube people that you've been following for a decade.
Yeah.
And more than one.
A decade since I was 11.
Sophomore.
Yeah. No, a decade I would have been 12. I would have been in middle school.
No. You would have been.
Oh wait, I'm 25.
15,
Jesus
you fucking
Christ,
idiot.
Dude, I'm so old.
Yeah, you idiot.
Yeah,
A decade ago, we were sophomores in high school.
Was I just thinking I was 21 or 22? What's the matter with me? Yeah, I would have been 15. Yeah, definitely then, for sure.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Holy cow.
I was not on podcasts yet, and I definitely wasn't following YouTube, so I didn't have any of that.
Dude, the first podcast I ever listened to that like I loved so much, it was called the Knockin' Boots podcast.
I've heard of that.
Have you?
I have heard of it. I've not listened to it.
Okay. So it was these guys who worked at IGN, like the gaming, like, and it was them just getting drunk and giving like dating advice to these like IGN fans who would write into them. And like,
you know where I heard of this? You.
Oh, really? Oh, of course.
Like,
I was about to say, like,
sure.
this is so niche, and it started, I mean, probably when I was like
early days of podcasting, it sounds like.
When I was in middle school, maybe. It's like late middle school, because there was like 10 episodes out when I found it freshman year, but
wow. You were an early adopter of podcasts.
Yeah, and I just like fell in love with that, and then I think that may be why like I still listen to so many gaming related podcasts, is because it sprouted from there for me.
Interesting. You built that habit when video games were still kind of like a core part of what you were doing.
Yeah. Did you start with like Rogan?
Yeah, I think that was probably the one I was first introduced to.
That was like your launching point into other podcasts? I think
so.
I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
That's the broadest reach, the most likely to catch. I don't know when I heard about it, but probably maybe like sophomore year of college, probably through SIGEP.
Yeah.
Someone through SIGEP, I'm sure.
He definitely he gets hate from some of like, I remember like just people in general.
Yeah.
Who like call him a faux intellectual. And oh my God, now I just sound like I'm simping for Joe Rogan, but
I don't know. He does say like, don't get your advice from me. And he only ever calls himself an idiot.
Right.
I don't know what more you really want from somebody to not claim that they're the expert if all he ever says is, I'm stupid.
Yeah, right.
I'm a fucking monkey. I don't know. Sounds like he's taking it from a humble enough perspective for me to listen.
Yeah, agreed. Well said. Well put.
I like the way that he approaches things. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Obviously, there is the comedian side, the popularity that he has, the reach, all of that draws everyone in some degree, and I'm sure me as well as a fan.
Yeah.
But for the actual content of the episodes, especially the people he's able to have on because of his reach, I genuinely like and appreciate it. I don't think it's a simp fan, probably for either of us.
Right.
It's I respect and try to also adhere to the way that he approaches ideas and discussion and debate myself. With that open mind, the not married to your ideas, the present the evidence, take me through. I think that he does as good a job as he can navigating that, and I listen for that also. There have been a couple of episodes where I'm like, that's some bullshit that's being sprouted and you're just riding with it.
Yeah.
But a decent amount of the time he calls people out on it. I'm trying to remember. There was some 70-something-year-old businessman who funds a whole bunch of like UFO investigation shit. And he's a billionaire businessman. He was on Rogan a couple weeks ago. And he was explaining the evidence of paranormal and psychic activities and stuff that he believes in.
Yeah.
And was not really giving any good evidence. He was talking in circles. And this dude is a several-time billionaire.
Yeah.
And like famous person in that regard. And Rogan is saying like, that's shit. Like that's literally, he's like, that's bullshit. You're telling me nothing.
Yeah. Really?
I was impressed at how called out it was. Like I was kind of like cringing in my seat in the car as I listened to some of it. Like, geez.
I kind of want to. Yeah, I want to listen to this episode.
I forget which one it is, but it'll stand out.
Is it one of like the ones since he went to Spotify?
Oh yeah. This was like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely look for
that.
But
it was a particularly good one because this dude is well known for being into a lot of that woo stuff and also for funding a lot of it, both in research, and he's putting, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands or millions into some big grant competition for anyone who can submit the most compelling evidence, and they're picking like the top 3 for UFOs, and he's giving away like shitloads of prize money. So I don't know, there's some like conflict of interest there, but an interesting human for sure.
Yeah,
pretty cool interview or conversation.
These people who you feel like you know super well, I always wonder what it would actually be like if I were to like meet someone like that, because for me a lot of times it's not that I idolize them, it's that I like feel like I know them.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Like there's a personal connection.
Yeah. And they've never seen you, thought of you, heard of you.
That's why I think it's cool for the Mormon and the Meth-Head thing. Like I did get to meet them.
Yeah, that was
hang
really
out
cool.
for a minute.
Yeah, and it worked out great.
Mormon.
Yeah.
I won't name drop because I don't know.
Whatever.
He commented on my most recent Instagram picture.
That's awesome.
He gave a compliment. Like we're still in touch.
Oh. Feels good, man. Feels fucking good, man.
He started up a movie podcast, and I think I recommended it to you.
I've listened to a bunch of episodes,
Aaron Woodall, he's a comedian and
Shout
a podcaster, so yeah, actually check it out. Buy his album, his comedy album. It's great and worth it.
We'll tag him in this.
But yeah, I fucking should.
Maybe.
I honestly should.
All right.
Aaron, you're the fucking man. But yeah, he has an uncanny ability to dig into and debate movie and TV. Like his analysis is so thorough and impressive to me. I have watched a lot of movies and I've enjoyed a lot of movies, but I rarely come to deeper conclusions about what the director was trying to accomplish or whether or not I feel particular themes or issues were well represented or it was a messy analogy through the style of it. Like there are people like Aaron who I think get it to a much higher degree.
Right.
And it was really impressive to listen to. I think he's starting up another podcast again soon. I don't know if it'll be movies or something else. But
okay.
Yeah, I hope he keeps me posted because I enjoy his work a lot.
Hell yeah. Oh, but yeah, so.
Yes.
Do you feel like you, how do I want to word this?
Very carefully.
Yeah, seriously. How well did you feel like you knew them before you met them in person? Or were you just like a big fan of them?
Big fan, but it was not very far into it. Like I'd probably discovered them. I discovered their podcast through This Is Not Happening.
Yeah.
And her story being so wild that I Googled if it was real, found the podcast existed, and started following it at like episode 20.
Word.
And so I was maybe only like 40 or 50 episodes, and they did what, 100 and something.
Oh yeah.
So like I
Something like
was
that.
way like less than half of what I knew.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty early in it, but definitely like 100 hours of listening, like a decent amount,
Mm-hmm.
I would say. I was familiar, at least. It might not be
Yeah.
someone who I was deeply aware of, but very familiar.
Right.
Certainly, that was the most celebrity or person I knew beforehand that I'd ever met.
Yeah.
Myself.
I wonder how I would handle that, like a fan. I don't know if I would be that cool.
It was cool,
like as a person, because that's like, I don't know, that's really fucking cool of him to do. You know, I don't know if I would be like, and I like to think I'm a friendly guy, but I just hate texting people so much that like, oh god, now strangers are texting me. Like,
yeah,
like I love you guys. Like, thank you so much for doing it, like for supporting me, but like, just like my shit and leave me alone. You can say hey.
All right, fans. I guess you can direct comments to me because I'm much more likely to engage with them.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
When we're signing stuff.
I have replied to comments on YouTube though, on like a lot of videos.
I went through the other day and did also because I realized it is so not cool of our fans to put in the work to talk to us.
I know, and we're so lazy.
It
oh god, it's so quick to check too.
Yeah, so I went through and did the last half dozen or so, but we can stay on top of that better.
Yeah,
Keep giving us feedback. There's 2 of you, you know who you are. Mostly 1, but I've seen a couple names, but
anybody
mostly 1.
Yeah, we'll let them figure it out.
It's you click on the video, and you'll see who it is at every video.
Every time,
almost always.
Okay.
You're
I have
hero.
an idea. I have 2 people who I think it could be.
It's the second one.
Okay. Okay, I'm glad we agree.
So back to basics.
Right. What's the basics? A word from our sponsor?
Word.
So now with the basics.
Right.
Would you rather the hypothetical round, baby, where the fellas shine the most?
Our absolute basics.
We are absolutely basic, but we fall back to it and it feels good.
It does. It's fun. You know what? It's comfort for us.
I think we have a good lineup today too.
Yeah. How about that?
Maybe we'll even carry it through for the rest of the episode. We'll see.
I think we got enough fire. I think we got enough juice left in us.
Let's get it.
God.
Oh, you didn't have to call attention to it being awkward.
No, it's fine.
Fine.
No.
Well.
Let it roll off.
Would you rather be able to create shit out of nothing or teleport anywhere?
Okay, first question I guess that we have to establish.
Matter creation.
What is the extent of matter that we can create? Can we just create money?
You know, I guess you could.
Can I create a computer?
Actually, I think that it's fair that you would be able to create money because otherwise you could just create the things that you would use the money on or things that you could sell and flip for money. So like you might as well.
Okay.
Money is in bounds. Anything that you have the understanding of. How's that?
Okay.
So you could probably create a circuit board, but
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that'd be tough. That's a lot of things to like keep in your head.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you don't need to explicitly think of every detail in your head, but you should have at least, the conceptual grasp.
Okay.
To visualize it with this magic system.
Or teleport anywhere. I think I'm leaning towards teleport. I think
it's a tricky one because both sound really sick and for very different reasons.
I think that teleporting, that's just like such a crazy level of like freedom to give yourself to be anywhere at any time.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Can you monetize that, or are you still going to be working 40 hours a week and then teleporting on your weekends?
I'm robbing banks like Jumper, dude. What are you talking about? Have you seen that movie? It's like the first scene.
Yes, I have, but
yeah, he robs banks.
My first thought wasn't rob banks. I'm sorry.
Dude, it's all insured by the government. It's fine.
Yeah, fuck it. Nobody's going to get hurt if you're teleporting.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Basically a victimless crime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you got me in.
But also, you could probably do other things. I don't know. Or you could make money, and then even if I could only teleport when I'm not in the office, like, or even my commute to the office, way better with teleporting.
Oh my God, yeah. A
But
lot of
yeah,
little things.
It might drive you crazy though, knowing like I could be literally anywhere right now, and I am choosing to be sitting at a desk when I am a god.
That part would suck.
And I have been tamed. It wouldn't feel good.
And chained. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you had that kind of superpower, are you going to be operating 100% in secret, or are you going to assume that you'll be found out at some point and you should get ahead of it? Maybe get some sort of like government allyship, immunity.
No, I'm killing every witness, dude. Yeah, if I'm teleporting, like
you just sold me with victimless crime for your first step of the plan.
Yeah, when I'm stealing, it's victimless. When someone's ratting on me,
then it's victimful.
Yeah, am I gonna be a victim? Like, it's my right not to be. And so, yeah, no. If any, like, I'm gonna do my best to keep it a secret. I'm not like trying. I don't want to. I want to kill as few people as humanly possible. But
that could be zero. I think
it could be. Hopefully, that's why. Fingers crossed. But like,
is this a bank vault behind us right now?
Really? Yeah, it's the one.
Right when you said jumper, we just.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Perfect.
Okay, yeah, I think I might go a different route than you on that. If I was doing teleport, then I would assume that at some point I'm going to be going somewhere for convenience or by accident or whatever that someone sees. And if more than one person sees and suddenly it starts getting corroborated, then suddenly there are people looking for you.
Yeah.
And
like
teleport makes it pretty easy to get away.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I would choose life on the run, even with the ultimate running ability. I think you could probably get some sort of better term deal on your terms by going the government route.
Creation would definitely be easier to hide.
Creation would be much easier to hide and probably easier to live a quiet, normal life.
Yeah, that's very true.
If you just want your VR headset and video games and regular, you don't need a job.
Do you think something is lost in travel? No, in travel, because you don't actually have to like spend time and energy and effort to like get from place to place. Do you think something's lost there and how much you would appreciate it? Like if you could just, like in Jumper, teleport to the Coliseum, like
maybe
is the fact that it's that easy not great?
Nah, there's so much to do and so much to see. I would still be pretty entertained for the rest of my natural life.
Definitely.
Unless we get some sort of teleportation invulnerability and you live forever. But
I don't know if I've ever heard of that type of teleportation.
That's what I'm saying.
That makes you live forever.
So I don't think it works and I won't get bored.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll appreciate it enough.
So yeah.
Teleporting would be pretty sweet.
What do you want to make? What do you want to make with this creation
Burger
power?
was the first thing on my map.
Oh my God.
If I could just...
You absolute caveman. Yeah, but fair.
Barbecue sauce,
you
onion
could
rings,
just do
burger.
it. That is pretty dope. That is pretty cool.
Fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the ingredients of that sucker more or less.
Oh yeah, true.
I at least know what I would be looking for, so I think that would count as conceptualizable.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's better than like teleporting to like Belarus.
The teleporting's pretty great. I just don't know that you're going to be able to enjoy it stress-free very much. You know?
I think I got this, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, when you need a new like mask or fake passport, come to me and I'll whip something up for you.
Oh my God.
I'm going matter creation. You teleport.
We could be like quite the duo, honestly.
Yeah, fuck the Wonder Twins.
We could make anything and bring it anywhere. Oh wait, no. Can I teleport other things, or is it just me?
I mean, I'm sure if you're carrying it,
that counts.
It's like your clothes come with you, don't they? Put shit in your pocket.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I hope my clothes come with me. That's a good point. Could I take another person if I can teleport?
Yeah, I think if you're like holding on to them, that's kind of the general rules, right?
That's generally the limit. Because in Jumper, they jumped a car. So
if you're in the car, it's going to teleport without you. If you're like spread across the hood holding on, maybe it comes with you.
Okay. Good to know. Good
Maybe
to
it
know.
strains though. You're gonna like burst a blood vessel.
Yeah,
shit yourself a
that's
little
gonna
bit.
take a lot out of you.
Some
That's
skid marks on the road and in your shorts.
You're gonna have to do some deep breathing after that for sure. Try to
Yeah.
jump a whole car.
So you think you're going with teleport?
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I can understand that decision.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'll go with matter creation.
All right.
Creating shit out of nothing is cool.
Tell us who's wrong in the comments, fans, because we actually will look at it. I think.
One of us. We'll
Yeah.
remember. I'll text Steve. He'll ignore it. Then I'll go do it myself.
Unless I do it before you even text me.
That's possible.
We'll see. I
There's a
work in
way that-
spurts, honestly.
You know, based off this next one,
Mm.
I would have the power to decide how that goes down.
What do you mean?
Well, given the choice, would you rather be able to erase parts of other people's memories or parts of your own?
Seamless. I would.
Because in this situation, I'm blanking out your memory where you say I'm going to go check the comments so that I can get the smackdown told you so.
Wow. Imagine forgetting this whole podcast and then listening to it for the first time.
We're
Like,
great.
Could you like?
It's so entertaining.
Yeah, if we wanted to be fully impartial, because that is like, honestly, that would be such a good tool to listen to your own stuff impartially. If you could,
wow.
and it's not even like you're forgetting anything.
Just forgetting the performing of it.
Yeah, but and then you hear it, you feel yourself into like that time that you deleted.
There's definitely use for deleting your
Yeah.
own stuff. I mean, if any,
Jesus,
I'm burpy.
dude.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's
Take a
ASMR.
Pepto Bismol. I think that's supposed to help.
Doesn't that make more bubbles?
Pepto Dismo. Okay, anyway, that's a TikTok. Look it up.
I think that there would be some value if any of us have trauma we need to get rid of.
Mhm.
Certainly, self-erase would be nice. Memory of crime. You could commit crimes and then clear your own brain so that you don't know.
Yeah, but then if you get caught and all the
I
evidence
didn't.
against you, and
Lie
all
detect.
you-
Oh, you got to trust it before wipe you to set shit up well.
Dude, I think I might be able to be convinced that like I did it, like, and something like I don't know. I'm not that strong-willed. I feel like I could be cracked.
Don't put that out there. You're gonna get got by our sponsor from
Dude,
2 episodes ago.
These people are professionals, though. You know what I mean? Like they crack tough people, and I feel
Yeah.
like they could crack me.
But like national wrestling champion tough.
Different. Oh my goodness, I didn't have to talk to those guys. Sometimes I did. Sometimes I was friendly, but
Aren't you trying not to talk? Wouldn't that be victory in this scenario if they're trying to make you talk? So
yeah.
just do what you did. Just grapple them.
I mean, you can't do that in a courtroom.
You could
But just plead the fifth.
grapple them.
Starting with the bailiff.
Bow and arrow
obviously.
cradle.
Yeah. The problem is a lot of people go for the person accusing them, but like then the bailiff comes and takes care of it. You gotta go bailiff first.
You heard it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Everyone knows that.
So anyway,
Anyone who's anyone, sorry.
Maybe-
not everyone.
maybe to get out of crimes you committed isn't the best use of self-erasure.
Mm.
To be a critic of your own work? Absolutely. To listen to your own podcasts? Hey. Or music or something? Sure. To get rid of negative times or memories?
Yeah,
Sure.
see that's the thing.
But is that about it?
But here, that's the thing though, is like, do I want the power to get rid of my own negative memories?
I want to be
And
able to
I-
mine them for lessons before I do, if at all.
Exactly. And like, I don't know. I'm very privileged in this way, but like, I don't have a ton of like what I feel to be like scarring trauma. I don't know.
Nothing too hardcore.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
24/7 brownie mix ball gags and clown porn.
Yeah. Well, that I chose that though. You know what I mean? Like, I started watching that
I
when
got
I was
the invite.
yeah, when I was ready though. Like, I waited to be ready for that. That wasn't sprung on me when I was
Yeah, I
too
got
young.
you.
I was already like 7 at least.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I think I would choose to erase parts of other people's memories.
Why is
And-
that?
General utility, and honestly, I would say much less malicious than you're probably assuming.
Okay.
Very, very rarely, maybe never in the last like years at least that I can easily recall,
Mm-hmm.
have I had a time where I would want to erase somebody's memory for anything to benefit myself or take advantage. Like, that's not what comes to mind when I would
Right,
have
right.
this power. But like, When I walk into the office and I'm still kind of drowsy from waking up and grabbing McDonald's on the way in, like the piece of shit I am, and I walk past one of the only 2 other people that I see in the building, and I fumble the morning hello and just sound like a dipshit.
Right. Wipe it from their mind.
And then the next time I bump into them 10 minutes later in the hall, hey, how's it going? Happy Monday.
Be the coolest guy.
Just, yeah. I think, honestly, the first and most frequent use that comes to mind would be smoothing out social interactions.
Wow.
It would be so convenient. Shit would just be easier. And then that would be your reputation also.
Right. The thing is, with any kind of power like that, I
Do you
feel
lean
myself
on it like a crutch?
Exactly. I feel like I could see it creeping and creeping and creeping larger and larger. You know what I mean? Like, what can I get away with? And then, I don't know, to the point where maybe you can always get away with it because you're just wiping people's memories. Like, that's not something that anyone would ever investigate.
Or think to.
Exactly.
You are the MIB.
Yeah. And
Men in Black.
of course, yeah.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I don't know. I could see myself getting a complex.
Yeah, that's possible. You're right. That's a pitfall.
That's always where my mind goes with these things. But on the other hand, deleting your own memories, like we were saying, like there are sometimes like bad things that you need to learn from. And it's like, would I also lean on that as a crutch?
Probably.
Of like just like wiping shit from my brain that like I found
this is a dangerous power in either
distasteful.
direction.
Yeah.
You got to be aware of this one before you use it.
Yeah.
That said, I'd rather it goof up and clear somebody else's brain
Yeah,
than
fair
mine.
enough. Yeah, I'm not trying to like fuck myself.
For insurance, I'm going with not me. I think.
Right. And I think I would be more empathetic with other people.
Yeah,
I
hope
hope that I would
judicious with the use of it.
Yeah, whereas like I might be a little bit more liberal on myself with like how I apply it.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate doing the dishes. I'll just stop recording while it's happening.
Yeah, right.
And then suddenly forget the ability to remember anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to blue screen my brain.
Yeah, every time you're trying to like deal with something, it's like, just delete it, just get it out.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's
Someone
like a
else.
reflex almost.
Someone else.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm taking, sorry everyone else, but my brain like real fragile.
Well, while we're erasing their memories, at least you can treat them all to lunch.
Oh boy.
I know, segues, right?
Nice.
If you choose option 1,
right,
unlimited wealth.
Okay.
Option 2 is secret magic from your favorite or choice.
What is secret magic?
Book, or we'll open it up, movie or comic or whatever.
Yeah, work of
One
fiction.
magic ability set, but you can only use it in private. No one can see you use it. It cannot be public or known. You get magic for yourself from one source or unlimited wealth. So do you want to be able to do Harry Potter magic at your whim as long as no one else sees, or unlimited wealth?
Right. Or I could pick any magic system.
Any magic. Could even be giraffe based.
What's the best? That's the thing. Like, what's
Giraffe
the best
based.
magic to have in your own home? I don't know about all that.
In your own home?
Yeah.
Harry Potter's got a lot of utility.
That's true.
That's the deepest magic system I'm well aware of.
True.
Unless we're going like, what, Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
The fantasy magic set? The powers of Gandalf you cannot let people pass?
Yeah, that's very vague. Yeah. Lord of the Rings has a very vague magic system.
I think we can probably just say magic, and whatever we're imaginative enough to come up with would probably fit within the realm of some single book somewhere.
Right.
So let's just say magic, but private magic.
Okay.
Versus unlimited wealth.
I mean, could my magic create money? That seems like a spell.
Yeah. I'm sure it just takes work and time versus having unlimited wealth.
Right.
Like, yeah, I doubt you would need a job if you could do magic in private, even if it's like generating gold or something. But you need to make the gold, which I'm sure takes some sort of magical energy, time, and effort from you. Then you got to take the gold somewhere where you get it exchanged for like,
right.
You need to create money with some type of process. But yeah, you can get there with magic.
Is there a spell that makes bitcoins?
I don't think so.
Are there computer spells?
Yeah, to supercharge your computer.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Like hyper thread it or whatever the thing is.
Yeah, ultra hyper thread it, so it's glowing rainbow.
Plus ultra instinct my computer.
Yeah, exactly.
I choose Dragon Ball Z magic.
So that it levitates off the ground and dust flies around it.
Yeah, I think unlimited wealth might be the easier one unless you're trying to be... No, because you can't do it in public, the superhero thing. It'd be real nifty, but like, oh man, this is so hard to tell. Because unlimited wealth might take all of the fun out of it. Like taking the God mode cheats on a video game and ruining the experience.
Right. Yeah.
With magic, you can nerf whatever corners or jump ahead on whatever shit's frustrating you.
Yeah.
You can clean the house with a flurry, but you still have to like do the things and follow a path yourself.
Do we also have to study this magic to learn it?
Nah.
No. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm assuming most of what I do would be like autopiloting chores and meal prep and cleaning and like that type of thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't need a lighter for that candle. It would be, and it's lit. Like
nice.
It would be utility. The way that Google turns lights on and off for me now.
Yeah.
I might take magic for that reason. For the ability to not be stuck in the private eye as a billionaire, which are now public social figures. It's not secret wealth.
Does secret magic mean no one can know?
I mean, let's say your spouse is fine.
Okay.
Because like, that'd be inconvenient.
What happens? Yeah. What if they can't keep a secret? Who knows?
You better magically erase their memory.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that these accrue as we go down the list.
Showing someone your magic for the first time, that's a big deal. This is your secret magic.
Right? You could get Me Too'd real easily if you do that.
You definitely could. What are we looking at?
Open it.
Oh. Dun-dun-dun.
This fool. Yeah, I'm going to go with magic.
Yeah, secret magic. Yeah, I think you're right about the unlimited.
Wealth would be great, but I think I can get to enough wealth on my own merit, especially with the aid of magic, that it's not exclusive.
If I can
it's not
make
like I get
food,
magic, but not wealth.
Right. Dude, yeah, if I can just like make delicious meals for myself too.
I'd be lying if I said that wasn't 60% of what I'm thinking about.
Out of magic, just clean clothes with magic.
Like, yeah, I'll vacuum my apartment without thinking about it, but I'm back to that barbecue burger.
If I could like clone myself in my own house.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, how about we narrow it down to a smaller subset of magic? Would you rather have the ability to always find the best parking spot wherever you're going, or have the power to make somebody else shit their pants whenever you want?
I've never really met someone and been like, man, I wish they just shit their pants right there. But there have been several places I've been where I thought, man, I fucking wish I could find a good parking spot.
No, that's a fair start, but I have a counterpoint that I doubt you've considered. If you had the ability to deliver shitty justice to someone, would you not be way more aware in looking for opportunities to apply that power?
Oh, so this is like the pants shitting Death Note?
Exactly. That was what came to mind. Like, I have this ability. I need to use it for good.
Yeah.
Would you not start like...
just making villains
There's
shit
a
themselves?
rash. Exactly. There's a rash of like in prisons across country. Just inmates are all shitting themselves.
I wouldn't do
Not
that
inmates,
too much.
no.
Yeah, no, that feels kick them while they're down.
It went back
you
to
know?
Death Note, and I was just like, where would you get like names and pictures? Probably people that are now locked up.
Oh, if you like at the
If it's
presidential
live.
debates, and you made both of them shit themselves on stage.
You're completely right. 100%. My mind's made up. I'll walk. I don't need to park anywhere.
Write it in the book.
Yeah.
In the
You're
shit
right.
note.
Prisoners, I'm
The
sorry.
brown book.
I was just trying to think of how I'd get names and faces. I take it back. Ronald Crump. He'd be shitting himself. Yeah, the presidential debate. Perfect opportunity.
Make a complete
Live awards shows. If someone's being a real shit, like that'd be fun. That would,
People would be terrified. Like, why are all these famous people shitting themselves on stage? What is going on?
Is the pressure finally getting to Hollywood?
Yeah, like, is there like a connection here? Did they like discuss this? Did Joe Biden and like, are they doing this in protest of the presidency?
Synchronicity.
Yeah.
Woo.
Why is everyone shitting themselves? None of them will say anything about it.
I think that the comedic value in getting just one of those off would be worth it to me to just deal with regular parking and use an app for that. Like,
oh my goodness.
honestly, on the group trip this past 2 weekends ago now, there's probably the right time as somebody was like on their way to the shower where
no way, dude. Go on. No, please finish.
I'm trying to think of the right time.
I want to hear you talk about how it'd be so funny.
Wait.
Right.
How about when one of our friends, I was asleep for this, apparently just stripped naked and started walking around? I think you can teach him a lesson.
Here's the thing though.
We have to clean it up.
Well,
no, he has to.
Obviously he would have to, but is that really teaching him? Like, oh my God.
No,
if I was only wearing
anonymous, right?
pants around my friends, like I would have shit those and not on the floor. I've truly learned a lesson today and I've grown as a human being. I will now wear pants when I walk around my friends.
All right. Wait, very important question. Can the pants shit powerer decide how much? Like, can I make him shoot a milk dud? Because then I'll be using this all the time.
Okay,
on the ski mountain.
That's the thing. I was like
on the ski mountain right when Noah lands and hits the ground.
Oh God.
Sorry. I'm starting to tear up with the opportunity laughs
If you ever felt like you didn't have the power in an interview situation and you wanted to level the playing field,
fucking yes.
And then you made your interviewer just
a drop.
Yeah,
just a drop. And that's when you make your point.
Take him right off take him off his edge, off his
100%. 100%.
Right.
Yeah. Whenever someone's being a dick on a live talk show,
yeah,
just a little bit.
And like parking's been fine for me. Like parking's never been that big.
Yeah, he's coming around. He's coming around.
I think you pulled me over. I was pretty like hard set on parking at the beginning of this, and yeah, you really won this tug of war game. Like
I'm glad. I'm glad that we did
too. I would say
handily. Did you say?
I sure did, because
if you were to lose function in your hand,
I promise we're not scripted.
In all of your fingers.
Yeah.
Would you rather them be stuck as a flat palm, flat hand,
right,
or as a fist? I know, bringing it down from the fun ones. Back to disabilities.
Palm or fist?
Karate chop or punchy boy?
Yeah. My initial...
Let's say that that's the default. So let me answer this. If you were to move it the way the hand should flex, you can't do it with that hand, but you can do it with like your other hand or something else. So if your hand is stuck in a fist, you could pry those fingers open, put a cup or a microphone, and they'll just kind of close down on it.
Oh.
It goes to fist.
Okay.
And this goes to open. Actually, I think that might just mean fist is the best answer.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I take it back. It's closed fist or open hand.
Do you ever want to have your hand like curled around something and then spring open? Probably never.
You're right. I take it back. Open or closed.
Unless you really want to flick something. That's the only time I can imagine.
Open or closed.
All right, so just stuck.
Yeah.
Stuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How tight is this fist? Is it like all the way tight?
It's not like clenching. I mean, maybe you could fit like a pencil if you really wiggled it.
Okay. Yeah, right, like this with just a whole fist around it. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you could scribble with a pen using your elbow.
I'm kind of leaning towards open then. I don't know.
Any particular reason?
I feel like
thinking of uses or situations?
Yeah, I feel like it might be
less threatening out and about in daily life.
I think just more useful to like have like
to hold things flat.
To hold things flat, yeah. To like, I mean, open a doorknob. I guess you could do that with a fist too. I don't know. Just like having that more space, yeah. I feel like a fist is so limiting.
Gonna get caught in your sleeves if you do long sleeve.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean?
Like, have you ever had a closed fist trying to put on a long sleeve shirt? The cuff around your sleeve is like...
Oh, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that sounds annoying. That's going to scrape up your hand.
I'm going open palm.
Yeah, I think I got to go
just
open
for the
palm
jacket.
on this one.
Just for the jacket.
Wow.
There we go. That was an easy one.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad.
Yeah, fist wasn't a...
Definite answer.
Okay.
Okay, well, would you rather See, that was a weak segue. I'm upset about it.
Dude, you can't bat 1,000. It's fine. You're doing great.
Well,
all the other ones have been seamless.
If only I could tell myself 30 seconds ago a better segue. Would you rather be able to tell your past self one thing or go into the future? Well, not go into, or ask one question of your future self.
Holy cow, dude.
And you can pick how far in the future, how far in the past.
Bravo. I would say I want to ask my future self, I think. I want to know what's like. It's better just know what's going to happen. Because I guess that's telling your
But
past
what would you
self.
ask? It's one question or one thing.
Right.
The easy answer, let me just explain how it would go. And you can say, well, that's enough for me, or there's more to dig into.
Okay.
Would be money. You could tell your past self right when Amazon was founded to invest everything and continue investing it in Amazon. And then by now you'd have a shitload of money. Or you could you could ask your future self, what should I put all of my money into right now to get the most growth from here forward?
Yeah.
Now, at the outset, the greater total amount of wealth would be go into the past, start the investment earlier, grow the money till now. But the cross of that is you're going to change your behavior in the past. So you're going to change your whole life up to this point. Do you want to get wealthy as of 2007 and then, live out your 2021 onward? I think if I were to make the decision for this based on getting money, I would ask a question of the future person, because I think that the life and the lessons and the path I followed up till now, I don't want to trade just to have already got wealth in 2021.
Wow.
I'll take the investment now, continue living my life as planned for 5-10 years, and then take the riches down the line.
Wow, that is very well thought out.
But then there's also any other question or information you could do. That's just money.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're thinking that the total money you have might have been better.
Yeah, it would be if you started in the
earlier.
past, because then you could just have billions right now to invest. I would rather start from here.
I agree. I think
because then we wouldn't be buddies. A couple of fellas wouldn't be happening.
Yeah, because if you go too far in the past, like my goals have changed since then. Like, I don't know. I was so aimless. Like, the further you go into the past, the more aimless I was, and it wasn't that long ago. Like that, I really didn't have a lot of goals or direction or whatever. And I would say that if that guy had a ton of money, I don't know what I would have done with it. I think I would have been fine, maybe. I don't know. I kind of spent like right at my means. And I kind of still do. And it's like, I'm trying to be better about it.
You got to also enjoy it. It would be a bummer if you got in a car crash on the way home, God forbid.
Of course.
And then you had been frugal the entire time.
Oh,
and done nothing.
No, definitely.
Got to strike a balance.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, money-wise, those are your kind of how it would play out. But what other things could you tell your past self, or might you ask your future self?
Oh, man.
Huge range of options here.
What?
There's a lot of possibility. Literally, the sky is the limit.
Yeah, I mean, even asking your future self, like, where do I find my wife? Like, or whatever, something like that. Or is that even something I want to know?
I would say nah.
Yeah.
Live your life, right?
True.
I don't know. What would I, maybe instead of comparing them, I'll start with one and then the other. What would I tell my past self if I were going to say one thing? I mean, there's basically only platitudes and encouragement to keep on going,
and
or
knowing myself,
monetary investment.
Yeah, knowing myself, I don't know if I'd listen. You know what I mean?
The only thing I would listen to from the future would be monetary.
Yeah,
advice.
exactly. Like objective facts.
So,
yeah.
Values questions you could ask of
yourself.
The future then. Well, then in that case, for me at least, it actually sounds like the past would not be what I do, because I either wouldn't listen or it would be about money, and I would rather choose the future getting money from now onward path if I was going to do one for money, as previously discussed.
Right.
I don't know what else I might ask question-wise of the future me, but if it's going to be money or a different question, both of the future, that answers the hypothetical. I would ask a question of my future self. I just don't yet know what question.
But boy, is it going to be a good one.
Oh, there's so many things. Like, does Elon get us to Mars?
Yeah.
What is the next revolution in technology? Like,
how old would you want to ask yourself this
that's a
question?
great question. It depends which question I settle on.
Yeah, right.
If it's like, what is the company to invest in? Like, let's take the easiest question. Then I would probably go ahead and say, like, 70-year-old me.
Right.
Because I'd rather look back across an even longer trend, especially if he's going to say by 2028 this, by 2050. Like,
he's going to tell you
if he gives me
if
he gives me multiple pieces of information, then you're going to want like the farthest forward time point to be giving you that retrospective.
Right.
If I find a question that's a little bit more like time period pertinent, then that aged me, maybe plus 5 years.
Okay.
I don't know what those questions would be yet. What would you ask of your future self? It's very lame. I'm disappointed in myself that forward or back, all I could think of as a practical question would be money.
When and do I have a kid,
I feel like these are things you can't take action on unless it's about money, Like, otherwise, it's just nice to knows.
And also, it's like knowing these things, are they like absolutely destined to happen?
Oh, you know what would be a good one? Am I happy in my career as a doctor?
Okay.
That might be able to give perspective on whether or not I'm on the right path. Or something along those lines,
Are you thinking this is a yes or no answer?
I guess I would be more of a conversation, but one question.
Okay.
Right? It's me. It's not like you're talking to Red Skull from Avengers Endgame. Like, you could probably get some help. Like, come on, buddy, give me something here.
I'm trying to help you out, guy. Come on.
Right? Literally. You're going to benefit off of what I do, say, learn, whatever. So future me, not up.
Yeah.
If I have to pick a question, I'm just going to say, fuck it, fine. Give me an investment option right now because I'm not creative enough to have a better question at the moment.
Yeah, and I don't know how far in the past I would need to go to really like make a big influence on my life, to the point where it's like, that was a big mistake that like I really need to avoid or
when
fix.
11-year-old you started swigging Jack, maybe you could have told him to not.
No, dude, that shit made me so badass, dude. I was so popular because I could swig Jack when I was, you said 11?
11.
Yeah. Yeah, correct, 11.
Double check.
Yeah, just double checking you know what the heck you're talking about. Yeah.
It's probably why you grew so big and strong.
Yeah, actually. Well, I was just already this big in middle school. I was like a freak growing up.
6'5"
which
at
added
11.
to the drinking and everything.
So then you stunted your growth with the drinking at 11.
Yeah, exactly. I was on a
stopped
crash course for like the stratosphere, basically.
Yeah. To be literally thousands of feet tall.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to be colossal.
Do you think giant creature, like when I see a movie and they're, sorry, tangent, super giant creatures, Godzilla or whatever the hell.
Sorry, the meat of this podcast is happening.
What you came here for.
Yeah, the tangents.
Does bigger mean faster? Because you see these things moving relative to them way slower,
Yeah.
But are you covering ground? And like, where's that line? Like, I think King Kong moves faster than I do on foot.
Right, definitely. Definitely.
Is that all bigger things or like, I don't know. Is there an easy answer to this?
I think I know what you mean, but like
would 8-foot tall Steve be faster than 6-foot tall 6'5" Steve?
Yeah, I would think so.
Really? Then why aren't all of the world record sprinters like 6'9"?
They're pretty tall.
I mean, Usain Bolt is 6'4", but it's like a thing. He has 3 less steps to take than everyone else.
Yeah.
Because he's like 5 inches taller.
Right, but you're saying why are they not all a bunch of like tall tree freaks? Yeah.
So it's not just like height or size. I mean, obviously mass doesn't help. Linemen don't run faster than corners. But
yeah, right. I mean, height, that's still like a taller person. And I feel like, I don't know, something about the human architecture that is just optimized to move in a specific way at a specific size. I guess.
There's definitely like regular proportionalities and stuff.
Yeah, and I wish but what optimized it? I feel like this is the kind of stuff that Da Vinci worked on, where he had like
squares
the
and
Vitruvian
circles.
Man, like these are the optimal proportions for a human being.
You better be 1 square wide and 1 circle tall. Otherwise, you're not ideal.
I want to see a person who is like as close to Da Vinci's perfect man as possible. I want to see what.
You're looking at him.
No way, dude.
You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
Sculpted from pure marble.
Round marbles, yes. Round as marbles. Well, anyway, I bring it up because if you had hit the stratosphere, I wonder how tall you'd be. You're moving like colossal titans. Would you rather be moving?
I would blow over in the wind because I wasn't imagining getting any wider, just
Just
taller.
taller.
Yeah.
Well, would you rather, disregarding the size, choose to have double your physical speed? Or would you rather think and process information 1.25 times the speed you do now? And all its implications. You can monetize that, get Nike sponsorships, be Elon Musk's best text pal because you're smarter than him, whatever.
Is double my max running speed the fastest in the world?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, by a lot.
Really?
I would imagine you're running
Do you think
somewhere
me and
between
Usain
like
are pretty close right
12
now?
and 30. No, you're like 4 seconds off, which in 100 meters is a lot.
Right.
But if you cut yours in half, then suddenly you just beat the world record by 2.5 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The world record is, I don't know, in the neighborhood of like 9.5 seconds, and you probably run like a 13. So yeah, if you ran a 6.5, Guinness is gonna want an interview.
Yeah, really. Run right through my shoes.
You would. It would be a really interesting.
Do you think I could win marathons like that, or do you think my like?
Yeah, probably.
You think so? If I ran twice as fast,
I think you would be able to win them because you would be able to run to you what felt like a
4-hour
6.5, 8-minute mile pace, but it would be a 4-minute pace. If you ran an 8-minute
pace for 26 miles, though,
you're going to have to train your endurance, but I think you'll
Yeah.
be able to win marathons with this.
Yeah, okay. You think I could beat an hour and a half? Isn't 2
Probably.
hours like that like weird theoretical minimum that guy broke with like help or whatever?
With the special shoes and pacemakers and...
Yeah, pacers and stuff like
Yeah.
that, running it by himself, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but he did.
Yeah.
If you were
Do you think I
running
could
twice
run
as
in-
fast, you would be the fastest person. But interestingly, not like Flash fast.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, of
Or
course.
A-Train. It would be like...
But could I beat that 2 hours by half an hour? Could I beat it by 25% is what I'm asking. Do you think I could run an hour? What's the speed on that?
probably, if you trained on it.
That's an hour and a half for 26
He was
miles.
doing like a 4:30 pace for like 26 miles.
What's 26 divided by 1.5? Oh my goodness. Hey Google. What's 26? We don't have to do this anything, but
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with the process information twice as fast because I don't really like running and it kind of hurts my back.
Okay. Yeah. that seems a lot more useful in general. I feel like there's not many times where I need to.
Hey Google.
Hey Google.
Stop. Hey Google. Stop. Steven.
Yeah, I got some cuts to make. I'm going to erase that
No,
from
this
my
one's
memory.
mine.
I'm going to erase that from your memory at least.
Aw.
Yeah, don't worry.
So, yeah, I'm going to go with the processing information. That's just useful all the time.
Right.
I think it just works better.
Yeah. Again, not too many times where I'm like, I need to be moving like twice as fast, unless I wanted to compete.
Like
but,
getting chores done.
yeah, that's kind of true. But like
literal-
cooking would take the same amount of time. Laundry would take the same amount of time.
Not folding.
Not folding. True. Fair. That's a good point.
It's a good balance too. Double speed or 1 1/4 speed.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'm going to
Yeah.
go with the mentals. I feel like that's just more broadly applicable to my life,
I feel like that would make a day feel longer too.
which would be nice.
Which is like, it would equate to what feels like having more hours in a day.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. You would be feeling like you had a 30-hour day.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Except for the fact that something like work maybe would feel like also, 10 hours long instead of 8.
Yeah, but maybe you would be able to finish all your shit.
Yeah, true.
If you had 10 hours, that's 2 hours to dig around.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to take the mental speed up.
Yeah, I think so too. Seems a lot more useful.
Well, then you're lucky. That brought us past our goal. We don't have to fall back on the nuclear option.
Oh,
the
jeez.
nuclear option.
Whew. That was
Yeah.
a close one.
Maybe you'll hear what it is next round on
A couple of fellas.
Peace.